Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of In the Studio. Today we'll be making a classic Moog pluck style bass in Native Instruments Monark. Monark is a reactor player which emulates the mini Moog and it does a fantastic job. So let's dive right in and design this classic sound. So I have Monark pulled open here and I'm going to just go user bank and initialize preset. And the first thing I'm going to do is change the global tuning to 0 and I'm going to turn the glide off. So the classic Moog pluck bass uses 3 saw waves all an octave apart from each other. So on oscillator 1 I'm going to leave this on 32, change it to a saw wave. Oscillator 2, it's already on a saw wave, we're good to go, and leave this on 16, it's sitting 1 octave above oscillator 1, so that's what we want. Oscillator 3, I'm going to change to a saw wave and turn this one to 8, so it's 2 octaves above oscillator 1. And then I'm going to change this tuning just to 0 for right now. There we go. And I'm going to turn the key tracking on for oscillator 3. This is what it sounds like without the key tracking if I'm playing notes. Does not sound good. That's what we want. Okay, let's adjust the mix level of the oscillators now. I don't want so much top end, so I'm going to pull this oscillator 3 down a little bit so it's not so harsh. And I'm going to pull oscillator 2 down just a little bit. That's more like it. Now just to give this sound a little bit more body and attitude, I'm going to pull this load up here. Just essentially just overdrives it. Cool. So now we have that classic Moog sound. Now we need to create that pluck. So we're going to use the filter and the filter envelope. So I'm going to pull the cutoff down pretty much all the way, maybe not quite all the way. And I'm going to pull up the resonance here. This could be adjusted to taste. And I'm going to push up the contour, which is the depth of the filter envelope. So now I'm going to just push up this decay till we get that pluck. Maybe just turn this up a little bit for right now. Cool. And then I'm going to turn these key tracking switches on and also these release switches, which just essentially just gives us a little bit more release. And then the key tracking, if you don't know what that is, the higher notes you play on the keyboard, the more open the filter is going to be. So maybe I'm going to just pull this, we'll do a little adjusting with the amplitude envelope here. So I'm going to pull the attack in, pull the sustain in. Set the decay somewhere there. Cool. So now I might just give this a little bit of a detune. So on oscillator 2, I might just kick it down a few cents, maybe pitch this one up a few cents, oscillator 3. There we go. And something to note, we have that classic Moog pluck now. So something to think about though is I find it easier when I'm actually doing this in a real track, to have my rhythm like laid down first. So maybe I'll just use like a basic sine wave or something and just tap out the rhythm and get that recorded in MIDI or draw it in MIDI, however it is you like to do that, and then design the sound to fit the MIDI pattern that you have in mind. So I have this really simple, for the example here, this little MIDI pattern here, and that just allows you to, you know, adjust the decay and the filter to fit the groove that you're working on. So I just wanted to point that out. I think it's easier to design sounds when you already have a rhythm to work with. And then you can use the contour to bring that cutoff down. So there you go. That's the classic Moog bass pluck. And then what you can do is maybe send this through some chorus. I've talked about using chorus on bass in another video, so I'll put that up in the card if you want to go check that out for a little bit more info there. Maybe a little delay. And there you go. Classic Moog pluck style bass in Native Instruments Monark. Hopefully you learned something. Leave me a comment or question, and I'll catch you soon. Take care.